I grew up in Richmond Hill, Ontario. You know, I was pretty much born to be a hockey player. There's pictures when I was a baby. My uncle bought me a mini stick, and my parents said I wouldn't leave it. I'd sleep with it and stuff. And I had some really good neighbors. Like everyone on the street was the same age, so we have some serious road hockey games going on all the time. And my dad was a hockey player, and I'd watch him play men's league or whatever. But it was a highlight, and just grew up and just played for fun, and realized you know, I was getting pretty good, and maybe we could do something with it, and just kind of stuck with it.
It was the right decision. In 2003, he was drafted by the Ottawa 67s of the OHL. Playing under head coach Brian Kilrea had a long-lasting effect on Joslin's approach to the game.
He was an awesome guy, and he really, one thing about Kilrea, I kind of lucked out getting drafted to this organization because I think he played a big part in who I am on and off the ice today. He takes his time when he drafts all his kids, no matter if you're first round pick or 15th round pick. He goes on a road trip with his buddies and he visits each kid in their hometown. And I remember he walked into our kitchen, and I was a 10th round pick, I wasn't a high pick, and he told my parents, he said, you know, if Derek works hard and comes to camp, you know, he's gonna come to camp as a boy, and I'm gonna teach him to be a man. And I think he, in his own way, did that. And he was a great guy, and you know, he kind of steered me in the right direction. He's gained a lot of respect from everyone. I mean, Doug Wilson's the GM of San Jose Sharks, and sure enough, the San Jose Sharks drafted me, and I'm sure Doug would talk to Kilrea and ask him about the players on his team, and there was like 6 of us that went to the San Jose Sharks. So, you know, he's real good. He's still got a big impact on the players there that are going through Ottawa right now. My first year getting called up to San Jose, I was partnered with Rob Blake, and him and Nick Lindstrom were my favorite defensemen growing up, and to be able to sit next to him in the dressing room, and it's Rob Blake, and he's talking to me like I'm his buddy, I'm just like, what is going on, you know? It's kind of a welcome to the NHL moment.
An unexpected delivery made Derek's NHL debut unforgettable.
What was really cool was when I played my first NHL game, I got a letter from Willie O'Ree, who was the first African American to play in the NHL. And it was a personalized letter that said, congratulations, Derek, on your first NHL game, first of many more. You're paving a way for the future. Just keep doing what you're doing, and just remember you're a role model to all the kids too. And it was kind of cool. Like, I have the letter at my parents' house, and I asked Mike Greer, I was like, Greer, like, did you see this? He's like, yeah, Willie O'Ree sends that to every black kid that plays in the first game in the NHL. So it was pretty cool that showed up.
Quite possibly the strongest relationship Derek has in hockey is the one he shares with his father, Jeff.
I'll call my dad. It's like a ritual we have. I'll call him on my way to the rink, and all he has to say is like, good luck tonight, I'll be watching, whatever. He coached me up until I was probably 11 or 12, and then kind of let me go on my way, kind of thing. But he's always been my coach. Like, even to today, he'll watch the games. Doesn't miss a game, whether he tapes them or he's there live. Doesn't miss a game, and we always have our little chats after, whether they're good or bad. But he's always got some good insight, and he's definitely my biggest fan, and he's been great.
Derek isn't the only Joslin that is required to field such calls.
I just have a younger sister. She's 21. She plays Division I for Robert Morris. It's her last year, and she's doing really well. She's the same way, calls my dad after games. Sometimes she won't talk to him for a couple days, but they're the same way. Like, she'll call for advice, and sometimes she'll throw me a couple texts and tell me that who they're playing, and there's a big game coming up, and you know, I'll throw some words of encouragement to her, and it's a good relationship we have, and it's, you know, it's a hockey family. Like, it's awesome. She's a big fan of mine, and whenever I could give her advice, she always takes it. I think she handles it better coming from me than sometimes my parents, you know, because you know, when you get your parents tell you something, it's in one ear out the other, but you know, when I tell her something, I think she takes it to heart.
Now Joslin controls. Risker. Davies out in front, and it's 2-1 Chicago.
This is no slouch of a league. This is one of the best leagues in the world, and to be able to play every night and considerable minutes down here is almost better preparing yourself for the next level. So I'm ready whenever I get that chance. Hopefully that comes sooner than later, but you know, I just got to keep working hard down here.
Counter shot, up on the right, left and right, fires, blocked by Joslin.
For the most part, if you just work hard and you have that a little bit of skill, and there's no way that no one could stop you from reaching your goals.
When it comes down to it, Derek follows one simple mantra.
Growing up, you want to be a hockey player, and to do it for a living, and to be able to show up to the rink every day and do what we do is something very special that we don't take for granted. And it's always a saying, I say it almost every day. If you ask guys, I just look at them, I'm like, hey, what a life, eh? What a life.